was a strange period of my life. It wasn't strange necessarily. It was wild. When I moved out of my parents' place, or my dad's place. Let's see. Well, I spent about 6 months in the high mountain deserts of Arizona, outdoors the whole time, through extreme weather. At a certain point, I was in my early 20s, just a couple of years ago, and when I climbed down from the mountain, moved back to California, I didn't want to live in a house. I didn't want, like, all the confinements of a standard house. I didn't want, like, sheetrock and paint and carpet and potpourri and shame. I was more interested in living in, like, campus dwellings and things like that. So I needed a place to live. When I climbed down the mountain, I needed a place to live. So I drove around the West County of where I'm from, Sonoma County, in my pickup truck. And I started knocking on people's doors and asking them if I could, like, move into the barn in the back, which is a weird thing to do. I realize that now. Cold calling people, asking if I can move into their chicken shack, which is odd. Odd is as odd does. And nobody let me move in. Like, surprise, surprise. But I did find this, like, plywood box inside of a blackberry bush, completely encased in a blackberry bush. And the blackberry bush was amongst a very large apple orchard. And I crawled my way, I kind of hacked my way through to the front door. And I think it was like a crash pad for some of the orchard workers. It had electricity. There was a hose running out to it. There was no toilet. It was just a plywood box. It had a linoleum floor. It had a mattress, a bottle of urine, and a used condom on the floor. And I thought to myself, I can't move in here because I have standards. But then I was, like, out of options. So I was like, yeah, anything can be cleaned up. Cleaned it up, me and the rats. I moved in and I lived there for 5 years. Great. I had a banty chicken, flying kind. And she would lay chickens for me on my church pew. I had a church pew. She'd lay me chickens on my church pew. That's all I needed. That is just to say that this last song harkens back to a simpler time. And may we all enjoy a simpler time again. Wouldn't that be nice? And the tall trees all fell down, and they scattered seeds on the ground, and one is lost and one is found. Water is moving on the ground. When I eyes. I will let you in, set the door to my arrow, and you will wear my bones and my skin, haunting my dress. Love is ruthless, and in one nest from the forest I will carry an ember, and with a burning heart we'd walk. And when he asks me to rest with him, I will lay down my fire, and in that heart we'd sing and talk. I am a raccoon and you are now. I will run from you in the middle of the night, and we will strike a truce in the billowing tower, and we'll eclipse the moon with our firelight, haunting my dress. Love is ruthless. You love me in my dreams. It's easier when I'm fast asleep, but I don't want you to come to me anymore. The riverbed has buried me, so I don't want you to come to me anymore. And out of the ashes comes morning, and the ritual of bathing in the pools at bridal falls. And from the mouth of my lover I will drink of the river, and his jade and marble walls. You smooth the red from my heart with your arrow, and you make my bed under the red grass. And I will give my flesh and my